All right, perfect. So thank you so much for hopping on today with my 7 Millennium Michi. It's truly an honor to have you guys here today. I'm truly happy to be here to serve God. And I pray that this call reaches those that needed a message today. And I ask God to use me as a vessel to be able to share the message that his children needs. So I'm more than happy to be here. I'm truly grateful that I got to wake up today and I'm serving God and I'm serving you guys. So today's topic is prioritizing yourself, right? And I want to go ahead and say that I want you guys to think about yourself this moment. Think about what you want to do and how you want to do it, right? This whole call is about you. So I want you guys to start prioritizing yourself today, right? Today is the day to prioritize yourself. The only person who's going to give you the security and the life you deserve is you and God. So I want you guys to stay focused, have faith, and believe in yourself and never give up. Remember that always, right? Stay focused, have faith, believe in yourself, and never give up. Why? Because God gave us the power to be ourselves, to show up, and to be a reflection of him. So we have to have faith and we have to believe in ourselves before anything, right? Because God is within us. So God is always about strength, faith. It's all about positivity. And I want you guys to have and believe in that in yourself, right? You have two choices whether to do it now or regret it later. I want you guys to know that I don't want you to regret it later when you have the ability to do it now. The time will never be right. So you got to make the decision now. You got to make the decision, I'm doing this for me, right? So this year, put yourself first. Start a relationship with yourself. Focus on loving, respecting, cherish, and admire you, right? Focus on building that relationship with yourself, because when you love yourself, you won't tolerate mistreat because you set boundaries. And I want you guys to all set boundaries today, right? Prioritize your peace. I want everyone in this call to prioritize their peace. Always say to yourself, my peace is more important. When you find yourself reacting to something that doesn't deserve your energy, you have the ability to remove yourself. Stop giving your energy to people that exhaust you, that do not let their energy change yours. So you have the ability to change your situation. You have the ability to prioritize your inner wellness, and cultivate an active mindset of peace by consciously deciding that you deserve higher than the situation that is happening. Just know that you deserve more because you're telling yourself that you deserve more. The fact that you're telling yourself that you deserve more, you're already having an awakening of the fact that you deserve better, right? Stop making excuses. Stop making yourself easily available for people who never prioritize you. You have to be honest with yourself. If people do not prioritize you, you need to prioritize yourself. Stop putting yourself in situations that compromise your well-being. You got to think about your peace. Is this making me better? Is this making me a better person in every area of my life? You got to think about your well-being for once and stop putting yourself last. It's okay to feel guilty. It's okay to feel sad. Why? Because we're not used to putting ourselves first. But if you don't love you, who you expect to love you, right? And you got to stop opening doors to spaces that restrict you from having abundance, right? You got to stop putting yourself in situations with people or places that doesn't allow you to grow, right? Stop betraying yourself for the satisfaction of others. Today is the day that you're going to decide, I want more for me. And that is loving me, right? Prioritize your peace of mind, right? Because if you practice the having priority of peace of mind, you know what to do. You practice being more calm when you feel like you're being challenged or tested. So when you prioritize your peace of mind, you don't react. You only create regrets. So you gotta start thinking about that. You gotta take a few hours or days to let things clear out. That's having a peace of mind, not having to react right away because it's happening. Being emotionally intelligent so that you could be in the right state of mind and make better choices. So God will never give you peace in something he never wanted you to settle in. Remember that. God will never give you peace on something he never wanted you to settle in. So you got to start looking at things like, I'm not feeling well. My body's reacting to it. I'm not happy. I'm not stable. I don't feel like I'm being myself. I feel like I'm being restricted. I feel like I can be my fullest potential. I don't feel like I'm living my purpose in the area that you are in your life or with who you with. You got to remove yourself. You got to remove yourself and think about your well-being, your peace of mind. Why? Because when you have a peace of mind, you are satisfied with yourself. You're happy with having peace with yourself. Do what's best for you at all times. Everybody always gonna look out for themselves. So you gotta start looking out for yourself as well. You gotta start doing what is best for you and your well-being at the end of the day. Become more aware of what's really worth your time and energy. You got to become so aware because not everything deserves your time and energy. Energy is currency, time is valuable, and your love is one of a kind. Not everybody deserves your love. You give love to those that really needs it. But at times, God brings you people, or people come into your life to show them love because they don't know what love is, and to show us self-love if they don't know how to love us. So you understand how everything flows the way it's supposed to. You're going to be put in situation until you learn to love yourself and prioritize yourself. And self-improvement is not about being better than anyone else, right? It's a way of healing yourself from things that you have no control of in the past so that you can create a brighter future, right? Self-improvement is acknowledging that you're not perfect and you never will be. And it's okay because we don't want to be perfect. The only person that is perfect in every aspect is God. So we are not a reflection of him. That doesn't mean that we're going to be like him directly, how he does miracles and everything the way he does. But we have to be satisfied knowing the fact that God allows us to wake up each day to be ourselves and to continue to better ourselves so that we can reach our fullest potential. Rather than having to take control, it's having about taking control of your life to make positive changes in your area, in every area that you're unhappy with. That is having self-improvement, right? Self-improvement and acknowledging everything of your life and say to yourself, I'm not happy in this area. Let me embrace it and love myself. Love myself in the process. Forgive myself in every process because we're not perfect. We make decisions and we fail. We make decisions and it goes well. We make decisions and it's not the best. But at the end of the day, everything is a lesson. So you have to fall in love with taking care of yourself at all times. You got to fall in love with yourself. Whether it's a moment that you don't really feel the greatest, but you got to love yourself because if you don't love yourself, you can't expect the world to love you. Right? So know your worth. So when things you have been praying for arrives, you believe that you deserve it because you believed it. So everything that you pray for and everything you ask God, it is possible, but you got to believe that you deserve it because you know your worth. Self-care is not sticking around to find out why your intuition always told you to leave. Self-care is really focusing on yourself. Focus on you for a month and watch what happens. Focus on what you want to do, right? And don't think about what other people's going to say. Think about what you're going to say about you. Live your life and don't worry too much. Life is all about lessons and blessings, right? So Isaiah 43 chapter 43 verse 2 says, when you go through the deep waters, I'll be with you. God is always going to be with you no matter what. In any situation, good or bad, he's always going to be there. There will be moments in life when growing into yourself will look like outgrowing others. And it's okay. It's okay. Not everybody is meant to grow with you in your journey. You outgrow people and some people outgrow you. It's okay. It's part of life. Everybody's figuring out themselves. Everybody's trying to find out what is their purpose in living in this earth. And the more you attract you attract everything you deserve and need. So the more you want to attract it, the more you gotta become. And the things that you gotta be, and the things that to become a priority when you learn to love yourself is do what makes you happy, genuinely happy. Do what makes you happy. Honoring your feelings, feel good within yourself, protecting your energy, trusting your intuition, let go of attachment, right? Walking in your purpose, focusing on your goals, loving yourself no matter what, healing and growing daily. Keep promises to yourself. Keep your word to yourself. Having emotional needs met. You have the ability to meet them. Don't expect people to meet them. Meet them yourself. And then everybody else is going to do that. You know something? That if you do what you do, everybody else is going to do it. If you say to yourself, I'm going to be a great leader, do not tell people they're going to be a great leader. Just become one. Become that version. Stop telling people, stop saying it out loud. Just do it. Everything is about doing. What you do in this life will determine your life. Everything that you do in this world determines your future, determines your tomorrow. So you got to tell yourself, and what I'm doing today is getting me closer to my tomorrow, to the future me, right? So another thing that you got to prioritize is asking what you want and need. You gotta tell people what it is that you want and need. You can't expect people to know what it is that you want and need, right? And maintaining healthy boundaries. Maintain a healthy boundary with yourself and others. And people don't respect it. Remove yourself from the situation. Why? Because you already set the boundaries. You don't gotta continue repeating yourself for people to respect you. Commit to prioritize your peace. Continue to commit to prioritize your peace. Because if you don't choose you, who's gonna choose you? You gotta choose yourself. You got to choose yourself always. Does this bring me peace? Does this help me grow? Right? So the real flex in life is allowing God to heal you without you becoming those who hurt you. That is very key and that's very important. I hope you guys take that. The real flex is really allowing God to heal you and not becoming those who hurt you. Why? Because you don't want to become like them. You want to be better than them. So you got to show them that you're going to lead the way because they don't know any better. And it's okay because no one was meant to know everything. But God gave you the ability to grow from the situation and to flourish, to become the person that he sees you to become. But you got to believe in yourself. You have to have faith that you will become that person. Right? Look at your daily habits and ask yourself, are this causing me to evolve or to revolve? Evolved or to revolve? Right? Are you moving forward or are you moving in circles? You got to be honest. You got to take the time to tell yourself, is this really helping me or not? It's just that simple. We can't continue to avoid to be home with ourselves. You can't avoid to want to continue to live for the world and you can't continue to live for yourself because you're going to live life unhappy. You're going to live life not caring, not loving yourself. You're going to live life miserable. Why? Because you're not taking time to take care of yourself. And you glow differently when you look after yourself first. Prioritize your healing and go after the life you want without an approval. You don't need an approval from anyone. And you only need an approval from God. And ask him to guide you to the right decision and he will guide you. You ask God, I need you. He will be there. God, I need guidance. He will guide you. God, I need healing. He will heal you. Right? You understand where I'm coming from, right? You have to become one with yourself and become one with God. Because he is the only one that's going to guide us to our life. And at the end of the day, I know this might be for some and it might stick to some, it might not stick to others. But honestly speaking, coming from my heart, live the life that serves God, not people. Live the life that you continue to look for God and seek God in everything that you do, because at the end of the day, this world that we live in is temporary. We're not here to live forever, but God is eternal. So the fact that we're going to live our life serving God and seeking God and loving him, he's going to give us eternal life forever. And that's where I want to be in my life. I'm doing whatever it takes to serve him here on earth, but I want to continue living my life doing what's right, and to continue to seek him and love him and obey him, because I know that this is my time here is not forever. And I want to build that with him so I could be with him in heaven, because this is temporary and we got to make it the best of it. So we got to live our full potential and serve him in any way that he wants us to serve him. Remember, when you strive to become better than you are, everything around you become better too. You just got to start and take action. You got to do what it takes to be that, right? And the things that you stop doing when you're healing is arguing with people, wasting energy on one-sided relationship, right? Trying to fix people on an act of love, right? Pretending to be happy when you was hurting, overthinking about the past and things that you cannot accept and change. When you're healing, you're not focusing on none of that. You're not thinking about none of that because you're letting go. So you got to stop doing these things in order to elevate, in order to heal. Stop accepting toxic behavior that is more comfortable than changing. If you do not change, your situation will not change. If you do not go ahead and do what is best for you, you're going to still live the life that you've always been living and complaining about. So it is time now. Time is ticking. So it is time now to take action, right? Take action. Stop going along to survive. Like I said earlier, start living life like you're serving God, and start looking to seek to have an eternal life with him. And he's going to guide you. He's going to give you everything. But you have to want that. Stop waiting on external validation to boost your confidence. Confidence comes within, not from outside. Stop allowing friends and family to steal your joy. Stop overlooking your blessings and compare your story to others. Your life and someone else's life is not the same. His purpose, her purpose is not the same as yours. Everybody has a different purpose on this world. Do not compare yourself, because comparisons steals your joy. Love yourself with what God gave you, and be grateful for the blessings that he gave you, because it's so little that he could give you at the moment. But if you believe and have faith, he's going to give you bigger things. You can't expect him to give you so many things if you can't even be grateful for the smallest thing. Can I be honest with you? The smallest thing that we could be grateful for is to be alive and to be breathing. That is one step. Be grateful. Every day you be like, thank you, God. Thank you for allowing me to wake up. Thank you. That is a way to go ahead and live a life in an abundance, because you're grateful for the smallest things. So God could be able to bless you with the bigger things. Sometimes you need to forget how you feel. Remember what you deserve. Really remember, whatever you're going through is a feeling that you got to embrace it. Embrace it, accept it, and let it go. But just know that you deserve more. From whatever it is that you're going through, you deserve more. So you got to tell yourself, you have to start feel like you deserve more, and you want better for yourself when you are awakening. So you are awakening to realize your full potential. You are realizing that, damn, this is not the life that I want to live, but I got to work every single day to get that. You can no longer settle and avoid what's possible for you. It's not, we cannot continue wasting time thinking I'm not sure. We don't got time for that. Do not settle for what is not meant to be yours. You're upgrading in all levels once you decide that you want more. Welcome change and be patient with yourself. Welcome change with open arm and open mind. And God is saying to you today, if you saw what I was sending you, you wouldn't mind waiting. So get ready. We here so devastated to get what we want, what we deserve, and what we be praying for. But sometimes we're not ready. So sometimes that's why God doesn't give it to us in the moment that we want it. God is going to give it to us in the moment that we deserve it. So become that. Become the person that deserves what is you asking for. And the things you will never regret in life is waiting on God, obeying God, and trusting his perfect timing. Because God knows when and how everything's going to happen. So understand that you got to be patient with yourself, and you got to be patient with God. So I want to go ahead and tell you 12 ways to prioritize yourself. Choose more compassion self-talk. Give yourself time to slow down. Enforce your boundaries with others. Schedule an activity that brings you joy, right? Define your limits and respect them. I want you guys to respect your limit all the way. Allow yourself to ask for help. We're not perfect. We can't do everything on our own. We gotta allow people to help us. Take time to celebrate the small wins along the way, and decide to let go of what you can't control or change. Let it go. Say no to at least one external demand today. Just say no. Learn how to say no to things that will take more time of you, will take everything of you that you can't give. Say no. It's okay. They're not gonna die because you said no. And actively reframe the idea that self-care is not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. Right? You gotta take the time to take off, to get away from social media, to dedicate to your goals sometimes as well. And also reflect on your personal values, beliefs, and use them to guide your decisions. These are ways to prioritize yourself. This is a way to prioritize yourself today. This may seem overwhelming, but your purpose is to involve yourself. So everyone in this call wants to involve. You gotta do what it takes to be that person, and that is to love yourself, to honor yourself, to respect your boundaries, to do what it takes to focus on your goals that you want, right? And letting go of everything that don't serve you. That's how you're gonna involve yourself. Romans 8:28 says, every little detail in your life is part of the perfect plan for you. His perfect plan for you. Every little detail that is going on in your life, everything about you is part of his perfect plan for you. So trust in God's timing. Everything will fall into place for you. And God has a bigger plan for you. Understand that God has a bigger plan for you. You're not going to understand it now, but later on you will. So in the midst of it, continue to work on yourself so that you can understand and appreciate and accept the bigger and better plan that he has for you. Jeremiah 29:11 says, God has a perfect plan for your life, and he does. If you seek nothing but God, but the will of God, he will always put you in the right place at the right time. Always. There's no doubt in that. There's no doubt in that. Deuteronomy 31 verse 6 says, do not be afraid because God is always with you. Don't be afraid. He's always with you. He's always going to guide you. God has a better plan. Have peace knowing that. Don't overthink. Don't overstress. Do not worry. But give it all to him, that he has control of everything. If it's in God's will, it would happen and nothing will stop it. So be so confident in God's plans that you don't even get upset no more when things don't go your way. Right? Because you're not fixated on wanting to control it. You're not focusing on wanting to be your way. You're allowing it to be. Right? Jeremiah 31 verse 3 says, I never quit loving you. I never quit loving you. So don't quit on loving yourself. Because he never quits on loving you. Thank God for protecting you from what you thought you wanted and blessing you with what you didn't know you needed. He's always going to bless you and protect you. You got to look at it the bigger perspective, the bigger picture, right? Because understand, he knows what's best for you and he knows what will the outcome be. We're just not understanding at the moment. Not everything is meant to understand. His disciples didn't understand what he was doing and what he was telling him to do. But later on, they understood. In the moment, you're not going to understand. But as long as you have faith in him and faith in yourself, everything will follow through. Ephesians 3 verse 9 says, you are loved beyond measure. So do not doubt or question who you are and what you seek. Do not question. Do not be afraid. Right? Because he is always going to be there to guide you and love you and tell you that you are so worthy to him, that he wants you to love yourself and to love him. Because Philippians 4:13 says, you are unoffendable, you are unbothered, and you are unstoppable. There's nothing that you cannot do that God can do for you. So understand that everything in this world is happening for a reason, and everything is happening for you to grow. So look at it in this way. What God allowed me to be in this situation? What is that I need to learn? What I gotta do to overcome that old version of myself? And I promise you that everything's gonna fall into place. So understand that if you don't love yourself, people will not love you. You got to do what's best for you, and you got to prioritize your peace. You have to prioritize yourself. For once, prioritize yourself. And know that August will bring you success, money, happiness, opportunity, results, knowledge, and new love. Gotta receive everything with open arms and a open mindset, right? Because the Lord will make you a better, your attitude, your approach, your mind, your reaction. He will make you a reflection of Him. So you got to tell yourself, God, thank you. Thank you for leading me to be a reflection of you. Thank you for loving me the way I am. Thank you for guiding me in situation that I don't even know if I'm making the right decision. Thank you. Just take a time to just say thank you, and to take the time to ask God and pray to God. So I wanna end this call with a prayer of priority, right? I want you guys to really, for once, allow Him to come into your life so that He could guide you in order for you to love yourself and for you to love Him. So God, I love you, and I want to keep you in my life first. Show me to better prioritize you and not take you for granted. Thank you for being with me and giving me strength. Free my heart from